won't be together anymore, but you will be alive.
I'm sorry.
AMC's American horror drama television show The Fear of Walking Dead Season 6 premiered on 11th of October 2020. Only 7 episodes were premiered on 22nd November 2020, and then the show came to a pause after the mid-season finale due to the ongoing pandemic and many other reasons the production had. But finally, Season 6 has been resumed. The 8th episode of the show will be released on 11th of April 2021. So let's not waste any time and get straight into the recap of the first part of Season 6 before a new episode releases. And before we begin, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to never miss a video from us. The season premieres when, after many days, Morgan has managed to escape the Pioneer's grasp after he was shot by Virginia. The gunshot wound has become very infected and Morgan's health is not very good. Till then, Virginia has already hired Emily, a hunter who can find him and kill him. While Morgan was hunting for some supplies, he ran into Isaac, who helped him to hide from Emily. As soon as they meet, Isaac takes him to a hidden valley no one knows of to hide. Isaac's pregnant wife, Rachel, is also located there. Unfortunately, Emily finds Morgan, but Isaac was able to rescue him, and he also reveals that he was already bitten before he met him.
Oh no, got bit coming back in here the first time.
In no time, Morgan killed Emily and he steals his axe, clothes, and a key Emily always carried with him. But when the next day Morgan woke up, he saw a bullet has already been extracted, but Isaac has died from the infection. And this happened after Rachel gave birth to a baby girl, Morgan. To make Virginia furious, he left Emily's head at the place he stayed. And Morgan leaves Virginia a message that Morgan Jones is dead and she will now be dealing with someone else. Later on, as the story continues, Strand and Alicia were taken to a warehouse so that they can eliminate a huge herd of walkers, and they were further joined by Janice and Charlie. This happened when they had an incident with Pioneer's high-ranking member. On the other hand, Daniel is suffering from amnesia, which has confused his allies. Younger sister of Virginia has also joined for clearing the walkers, but she accidentally kills 2 pioneers. In the middle of this, Strand stabs Sanjay, his fellow prisoners, so that he can get out of there. Virginia praises him for doing great work and gave him a great position in the community, but Strand doesn't like what he did. In a total different story, Morgan again reaches the hidden valley and brings some food and water supplies for Rachel and her baby. Virginia has also assigned work to Dwight and Althea so that they could investigate the walkers and other locations to find out how they would have died. While investigating, Althea hears in her walkie-talkie about Isabel talking about a nearby point. Then both investigators go to the building where Isabella wanted to land the helicopter. They then find a group of people who are suffering from bubonic plague. The leader of the group, Nora, tells them not to go near the helipad as many of her friends were killed there. But still, Althea continued to the roof, but later on was saved by Nora. Althea warned Isabel not to land her helicopter here as everyone's infected there.
Reverse course. I repeat, ground 17, reverse course.
Isabel thanks her. Althea's walkie-talkie also lead to Dwight finally meet with Sherry. Then John started reading the letter he wrote to June earlier. He got very confused and suspicious when Ranger Cameron does not come for his shift. He then checks behind his house where he found Cameron undead entangled between walkers in a wire. During Cameron's funeral, Janice, Cameron's secret girlfriend, tried to flee away but was captured by Rangers, and she accepted she was the one who killed Cameron. John then finds Janice bitten by a zombie and then he shoots her in the head. When Morgan was driving back from Hamburg's, he got struck by another car. He holds the driver at an axe point and asks him whether it was an accident or not. But the driver's companion comes behind Morgan and threatens him, where is Emily and where are the keys? He kills both of them and realizes the key around his neck is what the men wanted.
What the
Sherry and Dwight were talking when suddenly Sherry disappears. This happened when Dwight started hearing some noise, and in no time some masked men captured him. And the next day something weird happened. Dwight is in the park with that mask where Sherry confessed that she is a part of them. She further tells that they have planned to destroy SWAT armored truck, but Elle thought it was much better to steal than destroy. But with the unexpected help from Morgan, they were able to steal the truck. Further in the story, Sherry tells Morgan that she always wanted to murder Virginia, but Morgan was not interested in it. Morgan wanted to create a whole different community away from Virginia. On the other hand, Sherry has already convinced Dwight to trap Virginia's henchmen. As she saw Morgan and Elle will not help her attack, she locked them up. But the same night, Morgan tries to combine Dwight so that he can stop Sherry from doing that. Sherry cancels the attack. Morgan, Elle and Dwight started to leave, but Sherry refused to go with them. And therefore, Dwight shared his whereabouts, so if she in the future wants to come, she will easily reach them. Now, Sarah and June have a mobile clinic. John and June are already reunited. John tries to convince June so that she can flee to his cabin with him, but before they could do that, they are interrupted by Luciana's message of a new well exploding at Tanktown. John, June, Virginia, Luciana, Sarah and other prisoners started working to save the survivors, but a spray-painted message, "The end is the beginning," made Virginia realizes that this is definitely not an accident. She finds a wounded Wes's art supplies. Virginia has now started torturing him for answer, but she was stopped by June. Virginia is bitten in the hand and June didn't want to help her as she thought whatever's bad is happening is just because of Virginia. But Virginia convinces her that she is not the issue. There are much more problems to come and she is doing everything to help her community stay safe. Then they both decide that if Virginia gives her a hospital of her own, she will save her. And that happened. June declines to go with John and wants to open her own hospital.
Every time I run, it leads me to something worse. I don't want to run anymore.
John is a bit sad about that, but he then goes to make his own escape plan. At the mid-season finale, a motorcade of rangers was taking Dakota to a safe place is attacked and killed. This left only Strand and one other ranger, Samuel, the only survivors. Strand take help of Charlie and Alicia so that they can find Dakota, who was spotted at a very old lodge of Ed, a taxidermist. He has increased the walkers and antlers around his house so that the people get scared away. Alicia then contacted Virginia, telling her she can give Dakota to her if they get their freedom. Hearing this, Ed gets furious and refuses to let them go from there. In a confused fight, he accidentally falls on antlers by Alicia and gets killed. While he was dying, he tells Alicia that his family's death was his fault and they should never repeat his mistake. Morgan comes to help Alicia and they get into an argument when Alicia realizes that Morgan was the one who attacked the convoy.
It was you. You attacked the convoy.
Morgan also agrees to take Dakota with them to a place he is building on his own. But Strand declines to go with them and tells them he wants to be with Virginia and other pioneers. Then Virginia takes Strand to a visibly pregnant Grace and mentions to him that she wants Strand to bring everybody back that she took from Humbug's clutch. The 8th episode is titled The Door and will release on April 11th, 2021. Till then, keep visiting the channel for recaps. What are your thoughts over it? Hit them in comment section, and if you like this video, hit the like button, and for more such content like this, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.